good basketball. We were fortunate because we kind of weathered the storm, played really, really well defensively in the fourth quarter, and found a way. So a very good win for us. Did a great job, I thought, offensively, moving the ball, sharing the ball, scored the ball efficiently. And so fortunate to come out on top and continue playing.
Thank you, Coach. First question, and we'll address both players with this. We'll start with Liv. This is from Grant Sweeter with Kellerland. What was the difference in the fourth quarter to create some separation today?
I think we just brought a lot of energy. We had Macy Giebert out there too, and she's always bringing us a lot of energy. Just staying aggressive and not just because you have a 10-point lead. I think it's easy to just kind of plan the defense. But I thought we stayed aggressive and took it to the rim very, very well in the fourth quarter.
And how about you, Chloe? Same question.
Just to piggyback on what Liv said, I think especially kind of locked in on matchups and what they were trying to do defensively. Kind of rely on Hannah a lot. You know, we know she's down there and can do a lot of things for us and does what she does really well. So being able to use her both offensively and defensively helps us a lot.
Friendly reminder to the media, instead of raising your hand, please type in your questions. I will ask them for you. So we'll give everybody a second to get caught up on that.
Coach him up, Terry.
Guys, the chat's disabled.
Okay. In that case, Zach.
You tell him, Zach.
Go ahead with your question. Zach Bork from KDLT. Dakota News Now.
Hey, Coach. This goes for all three of you. Obviously, with the upset that had happened before the game, did that kind of raise everybody's collective eyebrows and kind of maybe even make you more ready to say, okay, can't take anyone for granted in this event when something like that occurs?
Well, certainly not anything that we talked about, but certainly our players and coaches are aware of what transpired because it happened right before our game. But at the same time, we have a ton of respect for Oral Roberts, and we really respect, their ability to score fast and to score in half court and make a lot of things happen. So certainly not a fact that we were going to try to overlook anybody because I think they're really, really solid. I think they're really, really good. But I thought our players played really hard, and I thought they played really well against a very good opponent today.
Chat seems to be back up, so if we have another question, go ahead. This is from Brian from the Argus Leader, and this is for Chloe. You limited ORU to 2 of 12 shooting in the fourth quarter. Did you make adjustments defensively that led to that?
I think how well they shot previously to that point, that kind of speaks for itself. We knew we were going to need to lock down and figure some things out if we wanted to come through with a win. So I think just our focus and intensity and awareness of that down the stretch was really good. Hopefully we can do that a little earlier in the future.
The media have other questions for USD. We have one from Grant Sweeter, again with Kellerland for Coach. Where are you going to look to improve as you prepare for Monday semifinals?
Well, I think probably the biggest area we have to work on improving is finding ways to get out the shooters quicker, and just didn't do as good of a job as we needed to against Oral Roberts. But now we have a chance to either play North Dakota State or Denver, and both of them shoot the ball really, really well. So certainly something we've got to make an adjustment on before we play again. Though we're just thankful we get a chance to play again.
Another question from Zach Board with Dakota News Now for Coach and the players. How much do you feel your depth has developed since the last time you played in this building early in the season in the Bad Boy Motors Crossover Classic?
Well, I think our depth has improved tremendously. I think our awareness of when to attack has continued to improve, and how to attack has continued to improve. And I thought we got some great minutes out of it. It was mentioned before, Macy Giebert came in and really did a great job for us. Natalie Mazura got some big rebounds for us when Hannah was in foul trouble. Morgan Hansen is someone that we rely on, got a great post-up opportunity at the rim. And Claudia Kunzer is someone who makes a lot of things happen and gives us a lot of hype when she's on the court. So, we have a number of young ladies who've done a great job. I think at the same time, I think the young ladies who have helped prep us in practice do a great job for us. And they don't necessarily end up in a stat sheet and they got in later in the game, but they've done a tremendous job for us as well. And without that, you're not ready. So those are important players for us. And, I think they've done a great job. Allison Poplowski, Reagan Sankey, Aspen Williston, Macy and Claudia also help with that. So obviously it's a team effort to get to this point in time and be playing good basketball against good basketball teams.
Next question is from Bailey with the Yankton P&D. This is for Coach. Kaya dressed for the game today. What are the odds we might see her this weekend, Kaya being Kaya Watson?
Yeah, it was good to see her. She's been in with us in practice a little bit in the last week. So, if she does get into a game scenario, it's going to have to be something that she's really comfortable with. And I think being in warm-ups is something that is new for her. And I think just as time goes on, she's going to get more comfortable. So I don't know how to really answer that until we kind of see how she feels today after going through warm-ups and then goes through practice tomorrow.
Another question for Coach. This is from Jordan Decker with the Reaching the Summit podcast. You outscored ORU 44-12 in the paint. Was that something you saw on film in terms of the way ORU defended? And was that a focus in practice this week?
Well, we try to attack the paint, really quite a bit within our offense. We're very willing to hunt open shots, but we really want to have a mindset to attack the paint. What we need to do a better job of is limiting their opportunities from the arc. And we've talked a lot about that, but I thought we did a good job, of trying to take away the lane from them to some extent, but probably at the expense of giving them some opportunities on the perimeter. So overall, I think these two young ladies really did a great job, really got to the rim, really made some things happen early in the game, posted up later in the game, made a lot happen for us. And there are a number of players who did that. So, that's really a big part of who we are, trying to establish ourselves in the lane or around the rim as much as possible.
Next is for Liv from Brian from the Argus. How are you looking to attack ORU today, and what allowed you to have success?
I think our coaches prepare us very well for what they think ORU might throw at us. Obviously, they got a lot of tricks up their sleeves. They can do a lot of different things with their lineup, and so just being prepared with what we may see defensively from them set us up for some good success.
Follow-up for the players from Brian. Chloe, we'll start with you. How do you think the underclassmen handled their first Summit League tournament game today?
Really good. I mean, it's a different setting and obviously not as many fans, and so that part kind of feels like a normal game a little bit. At least I think so, and I hope they think so too. They're made for times like these. They've been in big games before, and they know what they need to do, and hopefully we're giving them enough confidence and that they're confident in themselves to just play like they always do.
Last quick call for questions. Otherwise, we will switch gears. Last call. Fair enough. All right. Thank you.
Thank you, guys.
All right. We will switch gears now. Thanks to the USD crew for participating. Coming in next in just a minute will be the group from Oral Roberts.